61219. So it turns out we've got an entirely new team on today that does things differently, and besides, the alarm above me has still not been resolved. At 10:57 on Friday, the 24th of October 2025, for the 10:59 South Western Railway service to Brockenhurst. So it turns out we have a new team on that puts the crossing down before the lights go red. So it seems like in this case I won't be able to start recording until before the crossing goes off. I'll throw the train arriving in. It was 65. $11.16 for the 11:20 South Western Railway service to Lymington Pier. Sounds like we have, so yeah, it seems like we have the team that puts the crossing down right as the lights here turn red. Right, at least on the side. I'm fucking glad that I'm here today as opposed to yesterday, because this branch line went into a full-blown 24-hour meltdown, which started when the unit operating this service developed a fault, which caused services to be closed for 2 hours. Then there was a shortage of train crew, which closed the line again just minutes after the fault was resolved. And then, presumably, the same fault that hindered the unit reoccurred again just 6 hours after a replacement member of staff was found. Oh, and by the way, the signal meltdown that's plaguing Brookwood Station is still ongoing as of the making of this video. And also we have a failure, no, oh, and also we have a level crossing failure in Poole. Again, I am hoping that gets resolved before I leave here, because if not, well, God knows what I'm going to do. (11:26) for the 11:29 Southwestern Railway service to Brockenhurst. So in the end, on Tuesday, I did ride that. Well, you would have seen it. I was actually able to find a seat on that ex-Avanti train back to Bournemouth, despite how busy it was. I initially sat in coach B, but then I ended up moving to coach F because, well, one, I didn't have a first class ticket, so I couldn't go in coach A, and two, coaches B, C and D had kids in, and of course coach D on the ex-Avanti units is where the bays of 4s are. So for a solo traveller like me, I wasn't really happy with being in there anyway. When I saw there were kids in coach D, I was like, oh, please don't tell me there's kids in every carriage. But luckily coach F, there weren't any. And I essentially stayed there until Bournemouth. But of course I rode that train in standard class, so my next goal was to ride them in first class, whenever that happens. Is there any sign of this guy yet? Oh yeah, she's coming. Back in about 21 minutes. That was a slightly longer interlude this time round. Right. 11:47 for the 11:50 from the Brockenhurst. Oh, I was going to go to the big one above me, but no, I can easily see that one there.